compete with San Francisco as a port community for tourist dollars. There really wasn't much here 100 years ago, believe it or not. And um, we just celebrated the 100th year anniversary in 2016. So technically, Billy, you are correct. We are 102 years old. Thanks for pointing that out.
Say hi to YouTube.
Would it be the first time I'm on YouTube?
I'm live actually.
All right, guys, we're going to be heading into Australia now, back for our first stop, where, of course, is where we're going to be able to find koalas, maybe even a wallaby. I'm going to take you guys into the koala yard, and we're going to get a much closer view of koalas.
Will we get to be able to hold them?
We will not be able to hold them.
I
We will not be able to feed them. Nope.
Will kiss them?
No. But thank you for asking. The reason why we don't really handle these guys is because they have really sharp teeth and claws, and they can potentially be dangerous. And if any of you guys get injured, what happens?
Paperwork.
I got to fill out a lot of paperwork. So
exactly.
all
Okay.
right, guys, this is gonna be our first stop. Grab all your personal belongings. Don't leave anything on the vehicle.
Don't have a personal, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, I didn't do the intro because he was talking about something about history. Yeah, I wasn't listening to the history part, but okay. So I'm in California Zoo, and this is the tour behind the scenes. Yep, I'm a VIP.
You can't do that this whole time.
What?
You can't do that this whole time. It's distracting.
Well, I won't talk the whole time.
Don't talk when he's talking.
I know. Sorry.
I'm gonna show you guys something pretty cool. You guys take a look at this picture right here. Down the bottom, that is a baby koala you guys are looking at. You take a look up here, this is the actual size of a baby koala. It's about the size of my pinky nail or about the size of a gummy bear. So they are really small when they're born. Now something very interesting about koalas is that they are considered to be a marsupial. What is a characteristic of a marsupial?
Pouch.
A pouch, yes. Kangaroos. What else? Koalas. What else? What? Wallabies. What?
It's baby koala.
Wombats, Tasmanian devils. These are all marsupials which is characterized in the pouch. Yes. Yes. We have them here too. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're going to be over there. We're not going to go get to see them on this tour, but you can go check them out afterwards. Characteristic of a marsupial is they have a pouch like this. However, koala pouches are actually upside down, so they face downwards. So not like a kangaroo where it's going to face upwards. So when that baby's born, it's going to crawl right out of mom's belly. It's going to sit right on up here inside of that pouch. So they're actually lifting up the pouch for you to be able to see them. So this is this baby nursing. They're going to stay inside the pouch for anywhere between 4 to 6 months. Usually will start coming out of the pouch at about 6 months, and after about a year old, they're not able to go back in. They're too big. Follow me this way.
You've had young and you get birth and
Yep. These are our
Okay.
7.
Oh, yeah. There's a koala. We could see it closer. Oops, sorry guys. Because I'm a VIP. Yeah. I'm very important. I don't think that was like that. I like that. Forward now.
Oh, excellent question. So the reason why we don't have the males with the other males is because when we typically think of a species, we think of a species as being social or solitary. Human beings, what do you think we are? We're social for the most part. There are some solitary people. Look at this guy's moving. But for the most part, they are social. Koalas, females are social, but males are solitary. So that's why the females are all able to be together, but the males we have to keep separated. Yeah. Elephants are the same.
Oh.
Well, they fight over mates.
My Aw.
So to actually see this koala up and about is very rare because they sleep for about 20 to 22 hours. Now that doesn't mean that this koala is going to be awake for 2 to 4 hours. This koala can be awake for about 15 minutes to a half an hour, then they're going to sleep for about 4 to 6 hours.
When we were first here, they were awake too.
This one right here? Yeah. So this one might be, this one might be a little bit more active than the other ones, but primarily when we come here, we see a bunch of sleepy koalas. We see this girl awake. It's very rare and unusual.
Don't
I don't
press
know.
the home button.
I don't
Press
know her
that
exact story.
button.
Don't talk to me
I
like
don't even
that.
know where he got her name. There she goes, guys. Look at this. She's on the move. Oh, you know, this is a male. Yeah, this is a boy. That's why he's separated. That's such a good video. There it goes. All right, guys, follow me.
It's like WT. Remember, VIP. Very important person. Yeah. Okay, here. We're walking into the behind the scenes.
All right,
Is
guys,
this
hang on.
like-
I'm going to turn some lights on for you guys.
Okay. Not very bright in here.
So I'm going to open this up. You guys are going to get a little glimpse into the female yard. I'm going to introduce you to a friend of a koala, and then we're going to go check out the male yard. So there is a female koala directly in front of us. We also have a baby koala, but I don't know if we're going to be able to see it because mom usually kind of keeps the baby kind of somewhat sheltered.
Is it over here?
I think it is over here. I think it's over in that one, actually. But I can see a koala here. There's also a koala back there. We have 7 females and 7 males, approximately. And like I said earlier, we keep the males separated from the females. Females are social and males are solitary territorial. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we go into the male yard. If you take a look inside of the exhibit, you're going to see that there are different types of eucalyptus inside of those PVC pipes. So, even though koalas only eat eucalyptus, there are about 600 different varieties of eucalyptus. So we're going to give about 9 to 12 different varieties here. Eucalyptus is a toxic plant to humans. If you were to eat it, you wouldn't necessarily die, but you would get a really bad stomach. And so these guys have a built-up enzyme inside of their stomach to help to digest and reduce that toxicity level. But they are not born with that in their belly. So how do they get that toxin, that enzyme in their stomach at a young age? What do you guys think? Mom? Yeah? No, but that's a good guess.
Whenever they nurse, since the mother eats these eucalyptus.
That's a really, really good guess. However, it's a little bit grosser than that. Remember I told you that pouch is upside down? So when those babies start to stick their heads out of the pouch, they're going to grab a little bit of mom's poop. And they're going to start to eat that poop with the milk.
Yeah, you're right. That's grosser.
And then that's how they're going to start to build up that enzyme to actually be able to digest eucalyptus. Because not too many other animals in the world eat eucalyptus. So these guys basically have a niche for eating a plant that not too many people have. Now, eucalyptus is not that high in nutrients, which is why these guys sleep a lot. They just basically eat just enough to be able to survive and live another day, and find more eucalyptus. However, they do not need to drink water. Why? What does a warm glass of milk do? Oh, yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Eucalyptus seems to have a very calming effect. They use it in a lot of health spas. Saunas. Lifespan for koalas is going to be about 25 to 30 years. I don't know the exact age of all these guys. They're going to vary. Usually about 25 to 30 years. And they usually start separating from mom at a year old. Females are usually going to stay together, where males are going to search for their own territory. Now, koala in Aborigine stands for no drink, which means that they will not drink water. They're going to absorb all the water they need through the eucalyptus and what they eat, and also through moisture in the air. So if you take a look inside the exhibit, you're going to see water feeders in there. Those are not for the koalas. Those are actually for our wallabies. Did anybody see a wallaby?
I have a picture of one.
Did you? Was it in this enclosure? Yeah, so we have a couple wallabies.
It's right there by that puddle.
Yeah, so we have a couple wallabies in here. I don't know exactly where they are, but we might get to see them in just a little bit. Any questions, guys? So the misters will help to cool down the environment. It gets very hot in the outback of Australia where these guys come from. They definitely don't have misters. But the San Diego Zoo is like the Four Seasons of zoos. So these guys not only have misters, but they also have air-conditioned bedrooms, and they also have heaters attached. So when it gets hot enough, cold enough, we can actually turn on the heaters. There's a koala awake over there, or moving, or doing something.
Hi.
She's just moving. I think she's just repositioning herself.
Are the females bigger or the males?
I can't
bigger?
talk right now,
Males are typically bigger than females, but I have seen some pretty big.
but
But males in general are usually
so
You make them or?
yeah.
this
So what we're going to do is we're going to watch their behaviors.
koala exhibit.
We're going to take a couple of them to introduce them with one
VIP.
another. As these guys are part of a species survival plan, we're going to match them up according to genetic diversity. So we basically just pair them up. It's like a match.com.
Look at those
We do that
pictures.
for all animals that are bred for.
They're not on here.
No, it's a great question. No, koalas are just the only species of koalas. A lot of people will call them koala bears. If you say koala bear in front of an Australian,
You're gonna see this whole tour if you
koalas
stay
are not
on.
bears. They are marsupials. Yes, we just learned that, right? They're marsupials. People get them confused with bears all the time. I think they're called koala bears because they look like a little stuffed teddy bear. But they are simply called koalas. That's the technical term for them. There is only one species. That was an excellent question. What we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to pull up the chair here. I'm going to have you guys sit down.
One new person, which is
I'm going to bring you out what is known as an animal ambassador.
Ew, it's dark again.
Now, animal ambassadors are animals that are not visible to the general public. So you guys are going to be the only ones that get to see this animal today. Give me a couple minutes while I get this animal kind of set up. And then I'm going to bring her out here for you guys to meet. So just give me a couple minutes. When I bring her out, please make sure you guys stay in your seats as long as she's out here until I bring her back inside. So just give me a couple minutes to get her set up. And then I'll bring her out.
You keep her in the kitchen. Ooh, this is gonna be cute. You're still on. There's nobody on this YouTube video. There's one person, but he left. He said die something. I think he was telling me to die. Yeah. He said, okay, I'll show you actually. Live chat. I need to see all of it. Top chat. It said, I think he said something bad, so it said rejected. He said hello though. He was being nice. I didn't know what he said, but he said something. I think it was in Spanish or something. And then he said something that he wasn't allowed to say, and then he said hello. And then he left. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. There's gonna be Alexis may come on. Yeah. Do it with yours.
he was probably a scammer.
Yeah.
You heard about that one? It was horrible.
Oh.
That is a bird.
Girl. What is this? Kawasaki? Kookaburra. This is a laughing kookaburra. This is Maddie, our laughing kookaburra, native to Australia. She is also nicknamed the Bushman's alarm clock. I'm going to be the first one to admit I'm not too fascinated by birds, but I kind of fell in love with Maddie because she is one heck of a character. She has a lot of personality. Let's just hope she poops for us, so that I got to clean it up. Maddie is part of a kookaburra family. Actually, she's part of a kingfisher species. There are 4 different species of kingfishers. Kingfishers are usually going to be very brightly colored, purples and pinks and blues. Maddie here is going to be more a woodland camo color. And kingfishers will usually swoop down on rivers or ponds, and they're going to swoop up little tiny fish, hence the name kingfisher. However, Maddie is not going to be part of that group that eats fish. She's going to eat more reptiles. Maddie, over here. She's going to eat more reptiles, amphibians, insects, things like that. They've even been known to eat snakes as well in Australia.
How come she has like a little hole
In her beak, that's just a little characteristic of hers. Yeah, their beaks are very boat-like shaped, so they're going to kind of do that. So when they skim along the water, they're going to open up that little boat, and then they're going to skim and pick up little minnows and things like that. However, she likes worms and crickets. I'll see if she'll take one of these crickets from me. Here you go, girl. Yeah, I know. She might poop too. Just tell me exactly how she feels. Maddie has a lot of personality. When this bird is hunting, they're going to typically hang up high up in the trees and kind of look down on their prey, whether it be an amphibian or a reptile. And when they're up in the tree, they can keep their head completely still while their body will move in the tree so they will stay focused. So I'll kind of show you how that works. Right here, Maddie. So she can keep her head completely still. It's like an opposite of a bobblehead. And when she actually catches that prey, she's going to swoop down. She's going to land down right next to that amphibian or that reptile. She's going to grab it and she's going to smack it on a rock or a tree and help knock the lights out of it. So we'll see if she's willing to do that for you. Kill it. Get it. Kill it.
She's like, I ain't doing anything for you.
She's pretty funny.
She was actually listening to you.
Back and forth like that. Kill it. Get it. Kill it. Kill it. Get it.
Has she ever bit you before?
No, she doesn't bite. She's been specifically trained to kind of be here with you guys. She has been known to kind of take off from time to time. That's why I gotta kind of keep my eye on her. But I think she's done a pretty good job so far. Laughing kookaburras are named because they make a really interesting vocalization or call or trill that can be pretty impressive. And I'm going to see if she's willing to do that for you guys.
I've seen videos of her.
You have? I just fed her. Ooh, nice cat. I just fed her a little mealworm. Those seem to be her favorites. She's not too fond of these crickets, though.
Are they live?
No, the worms are, but the crickets aren't. Yeah, I like when she looks at me.
Yeah. Like, where's the quality tree?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if she's going to be willing to trill for you guys. I'm going to kind of reset her. Hopefully she'll be willing to do it. I can't guarantee that she's going to do it, but she usually does a pretty good job.
People are looking in.
Hi, girl. Step up.
She's like, no.
Okay, are you ready? Yeah? Okay, here we go. Good girl.
That's awesome. Are you videoing?
So a lot of people think that sounds a lot like a monkey. And so these guys have actually been used in movies. We will record that sound and we will use them in movies as monkeys in the forest. If you guys have ever seen Jurassic World, Indiana Jones, also Wizard of Oz had kookaburras as monkeys in the forest. So it's pretty cool to see them do. And actually I have her brother, his name is Crikey, recorded on a recorder. So you guys can